हेलो साथीहरु नमस्ते वेलकम अल अफ यु टु माई च्यानल। आजको डिस्कसनमा हामी चाहिँ क्यापिटल बजेटिङ टेक्निक्सको बारेमा छलफल गर्नेछौँ र इन माई लास्ट भिडियो रिलेटेड टु क्याश फ्लो एस्टिमेसन अफ द क्यापिटल बजेटिङ फर द क्यापिटल बजेटिङ, जसमा हामीले के गरेका थियौँ भने वी एस्टिमेटेड द इनिशियल इन्भेस्टमेन्ट विच इज अल्सो नोन एज नेट क्याश आउटले। सेकेन्ड स्टेप वी डिस्कस्ड अल्सो द finding the annual differential depreciation. Third step is the finding the annual differential cash flow after tax, and finally we have to estimate the final year cash flow, friends, and based on which we have to apply the capital budgeting techniques, and so that we could take decision whether that is financially viable or not. र आजको discussion, I believe that those who are working in as a even the capital budgeting officer या project manager हुनुहुन्छ भने that might be useful for them as well, including the students who are studying the financial management, corporate finance, yeah, other subject, friends. Now based on this background, let's move to the what may be the techniques. First one भनेको that is the payback period. हुन त payback period is the traditional technique, but it is widely used in investment decision, friends, while taking capital budgeting decision, I mean to say that. र payback period भन्दाखेरि that's when we have a even cash flow. Just for example, each year you are expected the same amount of cash flow छ भने जसलाई हामीले even cash flow भन्छौँ। र in this case payback period means simply net cash outlay divided by annual cash flow after tax, okay, जसलाई हामीले net cash flow पनि भन्छौँ। र at the same time when we have a uneven cash flow, that means each year we have a different cash flow छ भने in that case minimum year plus amount to recover divided by net cash flow in the next year. For example, look at this given example. हामीसँग चाहिँ we have a period 1 2 3 4 र 0 period भनेको that is your investment period. र मैले के गरेको छु भने 10,000 is in minus figure र प्रत्येक वर्ष that is 6,500 3,000 3,000 1,000 भने that is the given example of uneven cash flow. In that case, when you are calculating payback period, friends, just के गरिदिनु पर्यो भने you can find the cumulative cash flow like this. एउटा अप्सन यो हो, या हामी यहाँबाट पनि स्टार्ट गर्न सक्छौँ, ओके। लाइक इन दिस केस मिनिमम इयर भन्दाखेरि यो 10,000 प्रोबेबली इन विच इयर द्याट कुड बी कभर्ड। अब यहाँ हेर्दाखेरि 10,000 भनेको चाहिँ अब 6,500 प्लस 3,000 द्याट इज 9,500, द्याट इज वाइ मिनिमम इयर इज द्याट इज 2 प्लस amount to be recovered भनेको 10,000 minus 9,500 भनिसकेपछि that is the 500 divided by cash flow in the next year भनेको this is the 3,000. Now since your payback period is 2.17 years, then decision लिँदाखेरि के गर्नु पर्यो भने you are going to compare your total period of investment, जस्तो 4 वर्ष छ भने since you are able to cover your investment within 2.17 years, so you could invest this type of investment, friends, okay. Now अब हामी सेकेन्डमा जाउँ, that is the discounted payback period which consider the time value of money. र यहाँ हामीले के गर्छौँ भने simply all concept will be the same, similar to previous discussion payback period. यहाँ चाहिँ हामीले के गर्नुपर्ने हुन्छ, we have to discount the cash flow, okay. Sometimes we see that cash flow or net cash flow. 12% that is the cost of capital which is given in the questions. So भने हामी के गर्छौँ भने we have to find जस्तो PVIF 10% 0 भनेको चाहिँ the 1 नै हुन्छ। र अरू सबैको इयरमा मैले के गरेँ भने I have just you would have two option, either we can use the formula या तपाईँले के गर्न सक्नुहुन्छ भने you can use the annuity table. यो युज गर्दाखेरि this column is called discounted cash flow. Now you have to find the cumulative cash flow, discounted cash flow. Now look at your investment amount. Again your investment is 10,000 and this is the 10,000 one accumulate गर्नु पर्यो. That means minimum year भनेको again 2 year plus amount to be recovered भनेको that is 1804.55 divided by discounted cash flow in the next year. You cannot use the normal cash flow, you have to consider discounted cash flow. And traditional payback period भन्दा discounted payback period is superior. Reason is consider time value of money application. Now what about the net present value? Net present value भन्दाखेरि simply के बुझ्नु पर्यो भने this is simply present value of benefit of future cash flow minus net cash outlay or initial investment. When taking decision हामी के गर्छौँ भने यदि net present value यदि positive आयो भने हामी भन्छौँ कि yeah that project is accepted. but with the condition that friends, यदि projects mutually exclusive छ भने we are looking for the project which provide you the highest NPV या profitability index. Okay, अब profitability index भनेको के हो त? This is all about the ratio of total present value of the future cash flow divided by initial investment. Again back to the same questions, and you have discounted already. पहिलाकै data use गर्न मिल्छ, discounted cash flow, and this 10,996, that is the sum figure, is called total present value. Now you would be excluding 10,000, which is the net cash outlay investment amount. So here your net present value is 966.35. Now what about the profitability index? Then total investment, this divided by 10,000, so you would have a 1.96. Remember friends, when profitability index is greater than 1, then that project would be accepted. Right? In that case, your NPV would be positive also. Okay. Now what about the internal rate of return? Internal rate of return भनेको के हो भने the rate of return at which NPV भनेको चाहिँ 0 हुन्छ. Now by using the trial and error approach, which is a little bit time consuming also, but you have to understand here, since you already calculated discounted value at 12%, and we came to know that like since NPV is positive at 12%, यदि positive आयो भने NPV हामीले, we have to try at the high rate, because you are looking for positive NPV and next one is the negative NPV. Then you could interpret your figure and you could find the internal rate of return. Just मैले यहाँ के गरेको छु भने simply I have tried at the 18% and again the 20%. Now 20%, I came to know that this is the minus 28195 is the negative value and this is positive value. So accordingly I could say that yeah, higher rate is 20 and the lower rate is 18. So by using the method of interpretation, तपाईले के गर्नुहुन्छ भने that is the minimum, as I discussed here, lower rate plus this is net present value at the lower rate divided by net present value at lower rate minus plus भइहाल्यो, that is the 281.95, and that is the change in rate. Okay, so here we came to know that 18.03 is our internal rate of return. Now you have to compare with your cost of capital. As per this question, our cost of capital is how much? This is the, that is the 12%. 12% छ भने चाहिँ, so we can say that even though based on the internal rate of return, this project is financially viable and accordingly हामी डिसिजन लिन सक्छौं साथीहरु चाहिँ. Okay friends, आजको डिस्कसनमा हामी के गरे भने we simply discuss the some of the important technique, discounted and a non-discounted technique which can be used while evaluating the capital project. Friends, I believe that whatever I discussed today, that would enrich your understanding level so that you could apply in your real life also and even during the examination also. Friends, thank you all of you for watching this video. If you like this content, please like, subscribe and also share this channel. Thank you.